NANI?! What?!
Okay, first off, let me start by saying I'm recording in a slightly different location than I usually do. So if the audio sounds a little bit vile or off, that would be the reason. But hey, it might sound better, who knows? I'm not able to record right now in my usual location, so this video and probably the next upcoming videos are going to be recorded here. So if you hear any noise in the background like birds or maybe dog's nails, I do apologize. I'll try to edit all that stuff out and get rid of it. You know, it might sound better, might sound worse, who knows? I'll know after I edit the video out and everything, but maybe I'll need to record here more often. So today's video might actually be the most controversial video I've made on my most controversial opinion. But I'm gonna make it, let my opinions be shown, and maybe I'll sway some people on this. But you might have seen the title and clicked on it just to hear what nonsense I've had to say, but you might think this nonsense is straight facts. Straight written, carved into stone in the Stone Ages. A prophecy. Just trust me, man. You'll see. You'll trust me. So obviously, if you clicked on the video, you know what the game is. That's right. Assassin's Creed Unity. And you'll know what my controversial take is on it. That's right, it is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. Technically, because I will say it is tied as my favorite. You see, Unity and Black Flag are my favorite Assassin's Creed games. Something about those two games, I'll probably make a video on Black Flag in the future, but this video is specifically for Unity, and it is specifically to piss off the people who hate it. Now, let me start my Assassin's Creed Unity story off with my Assassin's Creed story. Back in the day, when I was just a little boy, just a little wee lad, not allowed to play M-rated games, there was one series of M-rated games that for some reason my mom let me play. And it wasn't because you could turn blood off, and it wasn't because there wasn't swearing, because there was definitely swearing, but it was Assassin's Creed. And I remember grinding Assassin's Creed 2 on my Xbox 360, and I remember watching my brother play Assassin's Creed 1 on his PS3, and it was always a blast. And then I remember my brother getting Assassin's Creed 3. I never actually got to play it as a kid, so I watched him play it. I think I got to play it a few times, but it was the beginning as you play as Hatham, and you run around as a colonist. That's all I remember. But after playing the Assassin's Creed 2, and then moving on to Brotherhood, I had a deep love for these games, especially because they were the only M-rated games I could get. They were that taste of violence as a kid that I wasn't allowed to get, wasn't allowed to watch on TV or playing games, so it was just nice being able to feel like the big boys for once. But then later on I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I loved it, and then on it was my favorite, and I played Rogue. It was okay. I have a friend who it's actually his favorite. Shout out to Josh. He really loved that game, and it was okay to me because it was just a copy and paste of Black Flag. Now, I should like it more because it was kind of a copy and paste of Black Flag. Back to the point. I don't remember what game I got, but it was one of the Assassin's Creeds. I think it was Syndicate. I got Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I did not like it. To be honest, I really did not like it. That was a piece of garbage, but I took it back to GameStop, and this is really funny. I remember this. I told the GameStop person that I wanted to trade it in for Unity, and this man, I swear on everything, this man looked me in the eyes, and he warned me. He said, I have to warn you before letting you buy this game. You might be coming back in to trade this game in. People don't like this game. He gave me off a whole list of reasons why I should not buy this game. Now, I'm sitting there thinking, don't you want this sale? Who am I to judge? And I told him no. I'm gonna buy this game. I'm gonna give you my money, and you should celebrate me for it. I'm just kidding. But I got Unity, and I went home, and I remember I cleaned my whole house because I think my mom bought it for me. I cleaned my whole house, and I mowed my front lawn, and I sat down, and it was Assassin's Bliss. It was so fun. I remember playing through it, and I played for like 6 hours straight, and I was never allowed to do that, but I cleaned the house and I mowed the lawn, and my mom was like, go ahead, go play your new game, and I grinded it, and it was so good, and I didn't even play with friends. And that was one of the biggest parts, was co-op. Now, after having that complete blast of a time playing, I had to look up what was wrong with this game. I actually didn't know anything about Unity. I saw it in the store and I grabbed it. It was bugs, uninteresting story, which I totally disagreed with. I'll say now, I thought that story was wonderful. Something about Arno's progression as an assassin, his dad being assassinated, and his girlfriend being a Templar. The classic Romeo and Juliet story underlying the story that's going on. And the fact that Arno goes by his own means and goes against the Assassin's Creed, the name of the game, and they kick him out of the Assassins. But, you know, it's just such a good game. It really parallels with Black Flag, and that's what I remember most. I played Black Flag and I loved it, and then I continued playing Assassin's Creed games and I didn't get the feeling from Black Flag. I think there was only like 2 or 3 between Black Flag and Unity, but I think I just went back to the other ones. I don't know, but there was just not that feeling since playing Black Flag, and then I got it again while playing Unity. Not to mention Unity's story completely connects with Black Flag stories, so that was amazing to see. And the city was just huge, the draw distance, even playing it on a PS4, it was insane. And now to bring back the bugs thing, I did not encounter a single bug while playing on the PS4 my whole time. The first time I experienced a bug was actually getting it on my PC and playing through it on that. And then yeah, I saw some of the bugs people were talking about. But even after updates, you gotta search for the bugs. You gotta find them. Sure, I've seen videos where it seemed like it was Cyberpunk level of bugs, but nowadays, no way. And then, so back to the story and everything, the city was amazing. The environment was so great. You know, a video I talked about in the past was Breakpoint, and I talked about how huge the map was, but there was never anything to do in it. You just found yourself running from this point to that point, and it was empty the whole travel there. But in Assassin's Creed, one of the main things is going from this point to that point, but having an amazing time doing it. And the parkour is that amazing time doing it, and the parkour is so smooth. It's the first Assassin's Creed game to really innovate on the parkour, you know, how you flip around things, or how you do a spin, or how you'll get from one ledge to another ledge. Just looks so much smoother and so much cooler, to be honest, and it feels cool doing it. This was the first game to really start on that. And so with the parkour, you'll find yourself jumping through windows, and that's another part of the environment. There's so many interiors to go into. You can, in the middle of running through the building tops, you can decide to hop on a balcony, go through a building, and back onto the building tops. It just felt so much better than any other Assassin's Creed we had at the time. And so with that, there's also just there's so much stuff going on. The streets are always bustling. There's always hundreds of people on the streets, and there's always something going on, you know, criminals to take down, or something, some kind of encounter. And I always find that cool. Or even like the French fighting the militias. Sometimes I will have militias chasing me, and the French will see them and attack them. I just think that's such a cool thing, and you can just hang back and watch them fight. They get distracted and fight on their own. I don't know. The environment just feels so alive compared to other games with such a big map, and they did just so well on that. And Assassin's Creed games always really do well. So I was saying how this was the first game to really innovate on the parkour. It's also the first game to really innovate on the new Assassin's Creed formula. It is really the perfect in-between of the new Assassin's Creed formula and the old Assassin's Creed formula. How you have that classic Renaissance feel back in old France, and then at the same time you have all of the RPG kind of elements that the newer games have. And speaking of innovation, this game has one thing that I did not like about any Assassin's Creed game, and that is the whole animus thing. I don't like being pulled out of being the assassin and having to play as just some normal person trying to break down a story. I'm sorry. Sure, the story with Desmond is interesting and how they tied it all together in the other games. It's fun, and they did innovate on Assassin's Creed 4 with a different kind of Abstergo thing. And that will actually tie into a big Ubisoft video I'm making in the future. I know I keep talking about it, but it's a big video and it's going to take me a while to make. I'm going to do all of my Ubisoft videos first. But don't worry, it's not going to be Ubisoft from now on. Bear with me. But with this game, instead of the animus, it's kind of weird. You get taken out of the assassin's role, but you're still the assassin in France. And what happens is a portal breaks. It's like your character getting pulled from the Animus, and you have to go into this portal, which transports you to a different time. There's like World War II, there's a medieval time, and you have to do something in that area to go back to being the assassin. And I know it still takes you out of being the assassin, and it kind of breaks the story a little bit, breaks the immersion, but it just feels a lot better than just turning into some normal person for 20 minutes to an hour. And what sucks is they went back to doing that in the newer Assassin's Creed games. You have to be, I forget her name, but you have to become Lara Croft pretty much. Bringing it back to the point of co-op. This was a huge sell of the game. You and 3 of your friends get to go be assassins, and even on the game cover there are 4 assassins, looking like you and your 4 friends chose the same character in Smash Bros. I actually never played with the co-op. I always say I don't have friends to play games with, and it makes me sound like a loner, but I play PC games, and back in the day I played PS4 while all my friends had Xbox. I've just been a loner on the game front, to be honest, so I just have never really had people to play with. Honestly, it's really been the past year I've had. My girlfriend got a really nice gaming laptop, so we've been playing PC games together, but that's not her forte of games, so I really don't blame her. Plus, how many people want to play Unity with you? If you were like, hey, let's play some Unity, would you be like, yeah, let's play some Unity? I bet 9 out of 10 people just said no who saw this video. But, I mean, I bet the majority of the people clicked on this video just to see what nonsense I had to spit. I know I didn't say any factual evidence or anything that probably swayed anyone. I just talked about what I liked about the game. But you saw some footage, I bet, and I bet you said that actually doesn't look that bad, and I didn't see any bugs except for that one bug of the lady flying with the dress. So that's not that bad, and I fished through like 4 hours of footage to find just that. That was the only thing I could find. So it's not that buggy anymore. You should go definitely try it. I think the story is phenomenal, how they do everything. I think that the perfect mix of the 2 Assassin's Creed formulas is just great here. It's really better. It's really better than its predecessor. Is predecessor? Before. It's better than Syndicate. That's all I'm trying to say. It's way better than Syndicate. I will say that hands down. I did not like Syndicate. That's another topic for another video. This is getting really long. I'm just trying to share my opinions on my favorite Assassin's Creed game. But honestly, I'm not going to be like that GameStop worker and tell you not to get this game, because I really think you should. I really think you should give it a try, no matter the console or PC you're playing on. Definitely, if you like the Assassin's Creed games and you've never tried this one, go give it a try now. That's all I have to say for this video. Sorry it's another long one. The past few videos have been long and they're not doing as good views-wise, so I think that I need to shorten them babies down a little bit. But shout out to all the people in my comments who've been sticking around for all the videos. You guys are the best. If you have any other suggestions on videos, definitely throw them down in the comments. The next few videos, I will say, are already planned out, and I'm already doing them. My throat is like dying on me here. Perfect timing. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments what you enjoyed about it. If you did not enjoy it or just disagree with my opinion and want to tell me why this game is trash, still let me know in the comments. Yeah, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on all my new videos. Don't forget to check out BillyTheWhip.com or just BillyTheWhip on any music platform for some great music. And as always, don't forget to have a wonderful, I mean great day.